Hey guys, I'm here once again to give you the latest update about sex.io, and what I'll be bringing this time. I just hope you're gonna be CV with a cool mind, and if this is the first time you're watching my video, please support your boy. Please do it to like, do it to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. So yeah, let's go straight to the video. So according to, I think last week I posted, or last month I posted a video talking about that talks about the latest update on sex.io airdrop, and which to some extent I was very excited, because you look at sex.io as a project you have been farming for so long, and imagine farming a project for up to 1 year, 2 year plus, and they're not showing any support to their community. Like, you complain and they don't really see us as someone that they really care about. You get? So they made a post about probably an airdrop that they'll be giving back to the community, which since that time these guys has not said anything. And I'm wondering, do you get? I'm wondering, like, why would you do something to your community? In fact, you actually build it, you call yourself an exchange, and there's no cool communication between you and your community. In fact, I'm just, the way web3 is run nowadays, I begin to just think about it and I get annoyed. In fact, at times I get paranoid, because this is not how CZ and co started web3. Web3 was mainly or majorly based on the community. And nowadays what people do is, or what project normally do presently is, they don't even care about the community. What they're just after is, we want to make money. Fine, I'm not saying it's an investment, because a lot of projects, a lot of investment go down the line, from investors, from top ties VCs, majorly, they bring money to this project. Majority of all these projects, they are poor on their own. So is this institutions, big companies that do give them funds to run all these things. But my own point is, you normally treat communities of a particular project. Let's take sex.io for example. Now, community have been complaining about airdrop. First of all, you lack communication. You don't even care of communicating to your community. It's the announcement last month was just like, okay, you have been disturbing me too much. Let me just name it one time. Let me just give you a date for airdrop. And since then, you didn't talk about it. Let me tell you one thing, sex.io is still your community that will make use of your platform. In fact, one thing you don't understand is, before anyone can use your platform, majority of them already has Binance, Bitget, Bybit that they are using. So you have to do something extraordinary. Not just you, maybe you have to do something extraordinary, which I feel is something you can do. But like I said, the communication and the new age of web3 founders are just greedy people. They are very greedy, because they don't really care about the community, and you have forgotten that those that made them are still the same community. Okay, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm saying all these things. I'm saying all these things because I took my time to check all through since last month that this guy made the announcement. I took my time to check all through their page. There is no one time they really talked about what concerns the community. In fact, the way majority of all these projects sees those that support them in their early stage are, they see them as airdrop farmers, which is not so. In fact, majority of them look at it, they call it free money. I just think about it that, the reason why majority, when you look at projects or when you study projects, majority of them normally exclude USA and maybe UK from those that can engage with their protocols. Why? Because they understand the fact that USA is going to drag them, because you have to pay for people to sit down and spend time on your project. In fact, do you guys realize that when you sit down and interact with any project, you are giving them time? And one of the most precious assets in the whole wide world is your time. In fact, the way time is very important generally in the sphere, every parastatus of human endeavor. Time is very very important. And someone will dedicate 2 hours, 3 hours in a day to interact with your project, and then you come to say it's free money. Who does that? Why would you call that the free money? 3 hours of when you calculate the time you spent on these applications or this Web3 project, you realize that in a month you'll be giving them up to close to 100 hours, and in return they will call it free money. This is bullshit. Sorry for that foul word, but I mean, this is not actually correct. And you neglect the community, you turn Web3. This is not how those that started it really did start. They are concerned about the community, and understand the fact that the reason why Web3 is standing, the reason why a lot of projects are very successful, is because of they realize the fact that community is their bedrock. But this is what new projects are failing to realize, that majority of them just come to make money and go. So the reason why I'm actually angry, or what actually broke the comments back that I'm talking like this, is I took my time to check all through the page of sex.io. Do you believe that these guys didn't post anything about the airdrop? And I'm angry. What's all this? What is all this? It is how we're going to be. How will you even encourage me? Okay, let's just even say eventually you did an airdrop. How will you convince me that I should use your platform? Just because you are so shitty all through, and your platform, or your your centralized exchange, your exchange generally needs people to use it. I don't know what you are building, but even though you are building something very good, make sure you communicate with the community. If you are going to postpone, you promise that you're going to do an airdrop this March. Why are you not communicating? Why are you not doing? You just keep a lot of people, true and meaningful people that have really contributed to your project. You keep them short. You don't allow them to talk. I don't understand this. I'm getting I started getting pissed off, because you guys, or the new founders, are just spoiling everything. No communications in the community. Please, I hope this get to the CEO of sex.io. Please keep watching, keep sharing, keep pushing. Let them hear this, because if we don't talk, let me tell you one thing is, whatever happens is like a bedrock of what is going to happen in the coming years. So if we don't talk, let me tell you what will happen. Web3 will turn to the normal corporate Web2 world, where people will just see people will see everybody as, let me just make money and go. Let me just step on people's toes. Toes, and let me go. Nobody will hold me responsible. No. That is why people need to listen to this. People need to call them out, and something has to change. Let me just end my video right here. So if you found this video so helpful, please do it to like, do it to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so that when I drop any content, you'll be the first to watch it. Thank you.